Hi guys, so Monday was International Women's Day, and of course the Conservative Party didn't let that pass without seizing the opportunity to virtue signal. What they did was they replaced Matt Hancock with a female health minister. But unfortunately for them, this health minister is even more useless than Matt Hancock, who is pretty bad even at the best of times. Now you're going to see this exchange between Jonathan Ashworth, who's asking a very important question about pay for NHS staff. The way that they have been treated recently by the government is despicable, and he's raising this issue here. The response from the Conservative minister is frankly cringeworthy. So let's get into it.
Our NHS staff deserve so much better, Mr. Speaker. If this government doesn't deliver a pay rise, it shows once again that you simply can't trust the Tories with the NHS.
Minister.
Well, thank you, and I thank the Shadow Secretary of State for his welcome to me this afternoon. I would actually say that I wonder why this International Women's Day, it's a shame that he hasn't got a female colleague at the dispatch box on his side this afternoon. I would also say...
I think we're just getting back into reality. I don't think we need the personal slights at each other. I totally agree. Minister.
What has this got to do with NHS staff pay? He's raising the issue that NHS staff deserve a pay rise, and she's attacking the Labour Party for not having a female MP on the other side. This is just virtue signalling. The Conservative Party don't care about the NHS. They don't care about women. She's there to give the impression that the Conservative Party care about women.
Sorry? The Shadow Secretary of State is entitled to ask for an urgent question. I've granted it. I don't need, because you're questioning me, not the Shadow Secretary of State. Minister.
My apologies, Mr. Speaker. And actually, I want to say that I don't think we should play politics with these very serious questions.
We shouldn't play politics with these very serious questions. What was her first response as soon as she stood up? Why isn't there a woman on the other side? She's playing party politics. She's playing politics with a serious issue. The serious issue is NHS pay. And the first response from her was, why isn't there a woman on the other side? Of course she's playing party politics here, playing games. But this is typical of the right. What they do is they accuse others of doing the things that they're actually doing. You know, attack others for things that you do. That's typical of the right. And it's typical of the Conservative Party.
As we come through a pandemic that has hit us and the world so hard, when people have lost their lives, when people have lost their jobs, and when we as a government have had to spend so much to support the economy and individuals and indeed the NHS through this pandemic.
That's your job. Your job is to support the friggin' NHS. This is not about supporting the NHS. This is about people's wages. This is about giving these workers who have put their lives on the line over this 12 months a pay rise, a thank you. You know, I imagine she was standing on the side clapping outside her doorstep on every Thursday. But when it comes to actually paying these people, it's, oh, well, I'm sorry, we can't afford it. We could afford to give millions to Matt Hancock's friends and colleagues. We could afford to give billions to Dido Harding's failed test and trace system. But when it comes to actually giving people a bit more than £3 bloody 50 a week, no, I'm sorry, we can't afford it. And stop bringing this issue up because you're playing party politics. This is frankly disgusting and embarrassing. You know, it would actually be better if Matt Hancock was there than this idiot.
And I've been speaking to staff at the frontline health and social care throughout this whole pandemic, and I can say I and we the government are grateful to them for what they have done and are still doing from the bottom of our hearts.
Bottom? What? You don't actually have a heart, sorry. How about showing your gratitude from the bottom of your wallet? Wouldn't that make more sense? You know, these people can't say, well, I'm sorry, I can't pay my bills because, well, don't worry, I'll just call up the telephone company or the gas company or the electricity company and tell them, look, the health minister said that she cares about us. Will that help, cancel my debts with you or whatever bills I have to pay? I don't think the electric company or gas company will say, oh, I'm sorry, yes, we're going to cancel whatever money you owe us because, well, the health minister said she cares from the bottom of her heart. Who are these people? Really? They're just beyond taking the piss here. This is just, frankly, it's not just the insult of 1% pay increase, but saying, yes, we care about you. And you can see here how she put, let me go back. Oh, if I put my hand on my heart, it demonstrates that I care about these people. You don't give a flying F about these people. You've never cared about the NHS. You never will. Stop this crap. Cut the crap. Let's be honest. Just say, we don't care about the NHS. We're planning to sell it off anyway. If we grind it down to dirt, we'll be able to sell it off even cheaper. And we know that the people will always vote for us because they like catchy slogans. I'm sorry I'm overly cynical here, but I think somebody needs to tell the truth. The Conservative Party don't care about the NHS. They don't care about frontline staff. They don't care about the public. They don't care about the working class. They never have and they never will. And if you don't believe me, look at what happened last year with Boris Johnson. He was at death's door. He went into hospital. He came out the other side and he still threw NHS staff under a bus. At what stage will people wake the F up and understand that the Conservatives don't care about them? At what stage? I struggle to understand how people still can't see this. It's staring you right in the face. They don't care. They pretend to care. If they truly cared, they would give the NHS staff a real bonus, not this 1% crap. Frankly, and I've said this before, it may have made more sense from a political point of view to actually give the NHS nothing, because then you could use the excuse, well, we're giving everyone a pay freeze. No one's getting any more money. And the NHS, I'm sorry, they're included in that. But by giving them 1% is either stupidity or it's callous, because it's giving them a slap in the face. And I struggle to understand how people don't see that. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?